How to Heal from a Brain Injury, Part 2, Next Steps, by me, Holly Winter Hubbard. This is a special presentation for my cousin Sean, who is just home from a brain center where he was learning how to recover from a stroke. He's doing incredibly well, but here are some more tips to help him recover even faster. All right, first tip, I want you to accept help from everyone and anyone who offers it. If they say, hey, would you like a nurse to stop by once a week and check on you? Say yes. If they say, hey, how about, do you want 4 OT sessions a week or 2? Go for the more help, more help, more help. You want as much support as you can get. Anyone who offers you any support or help or a listening ear, I want you to say, bring it on. Let's get this going. The more, the merrier. So you no longer have a nurse. You used to have a bunch of different nurses, like one nurse would give you meds. I don't know if you're taking meds. One nurse would maybe remind you it's time to eat. Another might help you get cleaned up. You no longer have a nurse. What you do have are cheerleaders, people to help you celebrate every step forward. So I want you to remember that because your job is to also be a cheerleader for them. Remember, it's so hard when we're in the middle of an emergency to remember that other people need us also. I think biggest surprise for me after I'm going through a big medical scare, which I've had a number of in my life, is that you check in with other people and there'll be a friend going through a divorce, and there'll be a friend who was attacked by a dog, and there'll be a friend who had a motorcycle accident, like all of these things going on when you thought, wow, I'm not the only one with terrible things going on. So it's time for you to be a cheerleader for each other. All right, here's a big one. You want to have a routine and a schedule every single day. You can change the routine, but you want to have a routine. You want to commit to what healing work you're going to do every single day. Schedule in your journaling, your exercise, your meditation, and your rest breaks. Those are so important. Obviously, your meals. And I even recommend that you are going to schedule in when you're going to listen to your phone messages. Don't leave your phone on all day, because what will happen is people will just call and be like, hey, what are you doing? You know what I'm doing? And it's just going to waste your time. You have work to do. You're not on vacation. Sorry, neither am I. So we're the same. I recommend you set a voicemail greeting on your phone, something like what I've put on here. The idea that please leave me a positive message and I will listen to it every day at 2 o'clock and I will call 2 people back. If I don't call you back, please continue to support me and leave me more positive messages. Make sure you're napping or meditating at least 2 times during the day. I'm big on the 20-minute power nap, as I know Jessica is. And you can decide 10 to 20 minutes, anywhere in that time, where you want to absolutely lay down, rest your body, and relax. If you want to close your eyes and try to sleep, you can. If you want to close your eyes and listen to meditation music, you can. If you want to close your eyes and listen to some meditations with words that you repeat, it's kind of a good way to keep your brain from doing what it wants to do, and all it can do is repeat. So that is a good idea. I also recommend that you schedule in some of your interest, like you love to garden. So it's time to get some kind of an elevated table with a lot of dirt and seeds, and you can plant some indoor plants, or you can start getting plants ready for outside, whatever it's going to be. Find some of your interests and ways to work on them. When the time comes, maybe you'll be able to mow your own lawn if someone else picks up all the sticks, so I want you to find ways to get your interests scheduled in. And one more thing that you want to schedule in are some adventures. It might be a trip to the reservoir to just go up and take in some breathtaking beauty. Or maybe you want to go to Rhinebeck or New Paltz. So just go around and find a place where you can sit in the sun and be around people, whatever it looks like. Could even be an overnight to Niagara Falls or the beach. I know it's still cold, but just a way to get away. Find ways to schedule in adventures also. Don't just sit home until you're feeling 100%, all right? I want you to get out and about. It's going to help you heal faster. So years ago, after my car accident, I came up with this idea. My body was a wreck. I was in a wreck and my body was a wreck. Ha ha ha. But I had constant pain. Bones were broken, breathing hurt. There were so many bad things. And they told me, you will not fully recover. They told me that. And I thought, I'll show you. And I know you have some of that. I'll show you. So I came up with this idea that if I could get 1% better, I know it's not a lot in the long run, but if I could get 1% better, if I could find 100 things that made me 1% better, I'd be 100%. So I found things like acupuncture. I went to somebody really, really good. It was a chore to get me on the table. You can't even imagine. But my first acupuncture visit, I didn't just get 1% better. I get like 9% better from one thing. Whoa, what a win. I kept going back and it even crept up a little bit more than 9%. Massage. Find a way, even if you can only have a foot massage, right? Even if you can only go, whatever it is, find ways to get your percentages better. Laugh therapy, there's a lot about that. Watch a stupid movie and make yourself laugh. A lot about that. And joy-filled activities will help you heal faster. I actually came up a list of things that make me happy to make sure I was doing things on that list every week. And I still kind of keep that in mind, like, wow, I haven't called a friend recently. I haven't colored. Sometimes I like to just scribble and color. I haven't messed around with my houseplants. I enjoy doing that. I haven't talked to my mom. So find things that bring you joy and include them in 1% better. So there's a really important idea here. Oh no, I'm going to tell you that after. Whoops, sorry. All right, darn, did I mess that up? I might keep going anyway. Because, I'm not perfect. I don't want you to think I'm perfect. So when you have something big going on, a lot of people around you have opinions about it. And I call this the I know a guy. And I just made up this story. I know a guy who had a stroke, and then he had a baby, and then he only wanted to eat mice, and then he became fixated on women's underwear. Be careful, this could be you. There's this constant, I made that up obviously, this constant story and nagging that other people are gonna just, not good advice, like hopefully you find what I'm telling you, but fear, like fear. I know a guy that had a stroke, and then he had another stroke, and then he had another stroke, and then he had another stroke, and then he I don't know. They just go on and on. So you have two choices here. Choice number one is to learn to say, whoa, 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 stop, stop. I'm sorry, I can't hear that right now. I'm working too hard to recover. No, 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 really. Hey, tell me about, weren't you going to take a trip to Florida? Did you ever go? Tell me about Florida. No, seriously, I want to hear about Florida. Done. All right, so that's one option. And there's a second option, and that is that you collect for your journal writing the most ridiculous stories people tell you. You don't take it personally. It's like you're taking a survey of the dumbest things people can say about having a stroke. And there's going to be some fantastic ones that you hear, and you're going to, like say, Jessica, you're not going to believe what I heard today, or tell your children, or call me and be like, Holly, I heard the funniest thing today. It's not your reality. These people are not speaking your reality. So just know that. All right. All right. Here's something for your state of mind. Did you know that frogs can only jump forward? They can't jump backwards. So they're often talked about as an example of learning to look ahead. You have options on how you look at your recovery. You can look back and go, I used to run up and down the stairs like 5 times every hour like it was nothing, and I can't even walk on the stairs now, and it's going to make you feel really bad. Or you can say, look where I am right now, and look where I'm going. I can tap my fingers. I can move my legs. I can look at the things that you can do and celebrate your recovery as continued steps forward to your goal. Your goal is not the way you used to be. The goal is the image of who you are and coming up. So this is actually really important because if you're always looking back, you're gonna be sad, honestly. But if you're looking forward, you keep making great progress, it's gonna feel wonderful. So keep that in mind. You might want to come up with some words that you repeat to yourself and you remember. It might be like, I am strong, I am positive, I am ready. Or or just strong, positive, ready. Come up with some kind of mantra that you can just say now and then. It actually can help calm you, calm your brain, calm your worries. My puppy just ran by with a stick. I don't know where she got it from. I'm not kidding. Where would she get a stick from? So strong, positive, ready, whatever you want your words to be, something to think about. You don't have to figure that out today, but it just helps you. All right. So there's this phenomenon when you're going through something big. Some of your friends will actually move away because they don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to deal with the stress and the problems and the worry and the conflict of emotions, and they kind of take off and they can't be there for you. And you have to be a good enough person to be like, I get it. You can't handle it. I understand. And then there's going to be people that you never were that close to who are going to move forward and be like, hey, I'm going to drop this off. Hey, I was thinking I'm going to do that. And they're going to show up in ways you never expected. After my amnesia, a woman I was not friends with sat with me for 3 hours at college after classes were over, which really annoyed my sister Tina, who wanted to drive me home, and decided to teach me how to tell time. And after this woman gave me 3 hours of me learning to tell time again, um, it wasn't a perfect learning, but I almost got it. On the way home, Tina kept saying, she's not even your friend. You don't even like her. And I remember thinking, I don't know, she's kind of cool. She just gave me all this time. So you have to be kind of fluid with your friendships and know some people are going to be able to show up and some aren't. And there's a song I think of all the time with this because I have seen it time and time and time again in my life. And that is the Eric Clapton song, Nobody Loves You When You're Down and Out. I'm not saying no one's going to love you because I love you, but it's kind of a big thing. When there's problems, people just don't know how to handle it. So look for the people who can handle it and surround yourself with them. How's that for a reminder? One of the things that's really impressing me about you right now is your can-do attitude. You're like, I can do this, I can do this, I got this. Keep that in mind. It might be a little messier than you expected your life to be, but you got this. This is just, you're still on your path. Things are still going to be okay. I love you. I'm here for you. If there's anything I can do, let me know. I've been trying to steer clear and let you get back acclimated to your house, but I'm more than happy to come over and help you figure some things out. Or maybe you're just feeling like you got it going on and you're okay. I'll call and check in the next few days. Love you, my cousin.